Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is April 1st, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, so we just had the non-farm payroll report for the month of March released, and it looks like the job number came in at 215,000 new jobs. You are seeing a spike on the dollar, and you are seeing the market really coming under a little bit of pressure. Now, there's some other things out here that need to be talked about, and we're going to talk about them in just a moment. But right now, we're getting a muted reaction to the job report. This is basically right where we were before the announcement was made. So all in all, 215,000 new jobs, the unemployment rate at 5%. You would think that would be great news, but the market right now seems to be in an undecided mode here. It doesn't know if it should push up further. It doesn't know if it should retreat. It really just doesn't look like it knows what it wants to do. And I think a lot of people are a little bit confused because earlier this week we did have Janet Yellen come out with ultra dovish comments and saying how the global economy is very, very slow and they're going to wait and they're not going to raise interest rates and things along those lines. So we'll see how this market plays out. We'll see where it goes. A couple of other things to take note of. One, the U.S. dollar index is catching a pretty good bid. The dollar is strong pretty much against everything after that job report, and we'll see how that plays out. Now, this has put the Fed back in the corner where they need to raise interest rates. That's the million-dollar question. Or are they going to let the economy go and overheat a little bit or run a little bit hot? That remains to be seen. I have to think they're going to let it run hot, but the market may have other plans. So, again, we'll watch this pretty closely. Last night, you did have Japan falling pretty sharply. That should be noted. The Japanese market has really struggled as of late. The Nikkei was down 3.5% last night. And for the week, I believe the Nikkei is probably down more around the lines of 6 or 7%. So, again, check it out for yourself. But Japan is definitely not following the major stock market indexes higher, and they are printing a lot of money over there. They have a lot of quantitative easing taking place. So I think people will start to talk about the Japanese market very, very shortly, and we'll see how that plays out. All right, looking over at Europe today, I think this is worth mentioning. You do have the German DAX down 2.5% at the moment. So the German DAX is falling, and that should be noted as well. So we'll see how this all plays out. But right now, these are very, very overbought, top-heavy markets, and we'll see what today brings us. All right, let's take a look at some stocks in the news. First off the bat, we are going to look at Marriott. It looks like Marriott put a bid in for Starwood Hotels, which is HOT. Again, that stock has fallen today on some news that the Chinese have pulled out of a bid for Starwood as well. So right now, Marriott's trading at 67.50, closed at 71.18. So it looks like the Marriott deal will go through as they will probably buy Starwood Hotels. Let's take a look at Starwood. Starwood fell as well, so that stock's trading down to around $79.63 on the back of that news. So again, the Chinese have pulled out of the Starwood deal, and that makes Marriott the number one bidder. So again, it looks like that deal is going to happen at some point in time. I want to talk quickly today about Tesla. Tesla is on the move, and again, stock right now is trading at $243.80, closed at $229.77 last night. They unveiled their Model 3 car. That's a car where the base price is going to be $35,000. It looks like a lot of people are enthusiastic, but Tesla has had a big move as of late. A lot of this is already baked into the cake. Maybe it does trade higher. I'll have some levels for you if it does. And again, last night in a No Hype Live broadcast that we held here, I did give the InTheMoneyStocks traders the short level on Tesla if it does trade up there. So again, we're going to watch this one closely today, and we'll see what it tells us and what it gives us. Next up, I want to talk about Chipotle Mexican Grill. I don't know the news on this today, but stock is down. Closed at $470.97. Today is trading at $461. So we'll see how this plays out once the opening bell rings. So far, the $453 level has been defended several times. So I have to think that that is still going to be some support if it does trade down there. But we'll look at this one a little bit closer when we get toward the opening bell. I want to talk about Urban Outfitters. It looks like they had earnings, I believe, last night. Again, Urban Outfitters, for the most part, they just gave an upbeat outlook for the quarter. So that's really it. Stocks trading at 33.75. Again, if you get up to around the 34.50 level, there's a 200-day moving average on a weekly chart. There should be a lot of resistance, and there's more around 34.80. So I just don't see the stock going much higher. So be careful with Urban Outfitters here. If you own it, I would start to trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, I would not be a buyer at this point in time. We do have crude oil trading down a little bit today, so some energy stocks under pressure. BP is one of them. See BP trading down to around $29.33. That closed at $30.18. I think Royal Dutch Shell also, we'll use the B shares here. That is trading sharply lower. That closed at $49.19. That is trading at $47.76. I don't see support on Royal Dutch Shell until $44, so be careful there. With Japan being under pressure last night, you want to take a look at Toyota Motor. That is under a little bit of pressure. Closed at 106.32. Right now trading at 104. I really don't even have support on Toyota Motor until around $99. So I do think this one can trade lower. Take a look at SNE, which is Sony. Stock closed at $25.72. This is under pressure this morning, trading at $25.14. So we are seeing some pretty good declines. I believe BlackBerry, better known as Research in Motion, BBRY, came out with earnings last night. Stock right now is trading at $7.59. I have no idea what they said or what the earnings were. All I'll say is this much: stock is trading lower before the opening bell, so we want to take note of that. The only level that would interest me on BlackBerry would be around $6.85. So again, until it gets down there, I really have no interest in the equity whatsoever. Let's take a look at MRVL. Looks like they're going to miss a quarterly report. Stock right now is trading at $9.85, closed at $10.31. Again, this is a semiconductor company, so again, check out the news for yourself. But right now it is under pressure, so we'll see how it plays out. Let's take a look at TOT. I did see this was trading lower as well. This is Total and this Brazilian energy play right now. I believe stock is trading at $43.94, closed at $45.42. So we are seeing energy and crude under pressure today, and we'll see how this all shakes out and plays out by the close. But that's what's moving right now. We will have some other stocks moving around. And again, if you want to come alongside and trade with me today, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. I will be in there right at 9:30 in the morning. And again, we've had a great 2016. We're going to look to keep that going today. But this is going to be some volatility out here. We're definitely seeing the futures under pressure. You have the S&P down around 9.25 points right now. So this is going to be some wild action. We'll see how this market plays out and shakes out. But for the most part, market's under a little bit of pressure this morning, and we'll see if it turns into something more. All right, with that being said, everybody have a great trading day. If you want to trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock room, and you'll see everything that we are doing there. Have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.